morning, everyone. First, I would like to welcome each and everyone. I am Ruela Borromeo Ontoy, your facilitator in Front Office Services NC2. Second, I would like to congratulate all of you for choosing Prestige School of Technology, the place and venue for accumulating the knowledge and skills you desire for. Before we go on, let's first check the attendance. As I call your name, please acknowledge. Brilliant Sumatra.
Present, Mom.
Alright, thank you. Joyce Vimay Umanya.
Present, Ma'am.
Thank you. This time, I am going to administer the pre-assessment tools for you to fill up. These pre-assessment tools will be used in the preparation and scheduling of the activities of each training. These are the pre-assessment tools. First, learner's characteristic. It is very significant. You need to identify learning styles, and then the self-assessment check to recognize the skills that are previously learned and experienced, and then the pre-test to determine and measure current knowledge about the topics covered in the qualification. So that would be all the three pre-assessment tools, and I hope that you really answer honestly the pre-assessment tools, because all of the information or any information for that matter will be very useful as we go on with our training sessions. And then now, let's proceed to the orientation proper. This time, we will all go around for you to familiarize yourselves with the different areas in the training center. It is very important that you are very familiar and acquainted with the different areas so that as you go along with your training, you will know where to go. Good morning, trainees. Welcome to the training proper. At this point, I will be assigning you for your respective workstation. So first, Mr. Bilan Sumatra, based on your self-assessment check, you have been working in a Marco Polo hotel for the past 2 years. And you have knowledge and skills on front office services. And first, you have consistent excellent performance. For that, we will recognize your prior learning, so will be exempted on workstation number 1, which is the telephone reservation, and then the number 2, which is the welcoming the guest or the checking in of the guest. Mr. Sumatra, this is your CBLM on UC number 2, which is the welcoming the guest and taking the guest to each room. And then you need to read the information sheet, and after reading the information sheet, please answer the self-check, and you can check your answer based on the answer key. So if you have any question and clarification, just call my attention. Second, or next, the next one would be Joyce Bimay O. Umanya. So based on your pre-assessment tools, you will be assigned on workstation number 5, which is providing room service. So please follow me to the computer area. Okay, Joyce Vimay O. Umanya, please review the PowerPoint presentation on UC number 5, provided room service, and after viewing, please answer the self-check, and you can check and answer based on the answer key. If you have any question, just call, and clarification, you need to call my attention. Hello, Mr. Bilan Sumatra. How are you doing?
I am doing great, Ma'am. I am done reading the information sheet and finished answering the self-check, and I also compare my answer based on the answer key.
Very good, Mr. Bilan Sumatra. Now you are ready to perform your task. Your task is to welcome the guest and taking the guest to each prior room, and then we'll be conducting the demo, and I want you to observe. Okay, Mr. Bilan Sumatra, it's time for you to practice. While practicing your task, please observe safety precaution, and you can rate your own performance using this performance criteria checklist. If you have any questions and clarifications, you can call my attention. Alright, Miss Joyce, how are you doing?
I am not yet done viewing the PowerPoint presentation, Ma'am.
Okay, Miss Joyce, just continue viewing the PowerPoint presentation, And please be reminded that after viewing the presentation, you are required to answer the self-check, and you can check your answer based on the answer key. Any questions and clarifications, you need to call my attention. Mr. Sumatra, how is your practice?
I am doing great, ma'am.
Good. Are you ready to take the institutional assessment?
Yes, ma'am. I am ready.
Okay, Mr. Billian Sumatra, let us proceed to the institutional assessment area. Alright, Mr. Sumatra, this is our institutional assessment area, which you are going to undergo the written exam and the demonstration with oral questioning. This method is to measure your underpinning knowledge and skills on UC number 2, which is the welcoming the guest and taking the guest to each prior room. And I believe you are ready, Mr. Sumatra. Alright, Mr. Sumatra, before you begin to your exam, you need to read properly the instructions, and then you need to fill up all the information needed. Understood? Any questions? In that regard, you may now begin. Alright, the time is up. May I collect the paper, please? And then now, Mr. Sumatra, let's proceed to the demonstration and followed by the oral questioning. Alright, given that the materials and equipment, you are asked to welcome the guests and taking the guests to each prior room. And then, while conducting the demo, please observe safety precautions. And please be reminded after the demonstration, followed by the oral questioning, and I will be rating your performance based on the performance criteria checklist. Any question and clarification, Mr. Sumatra?
No further questions, ma'am.
With that regard, you may now begin. Alright, the time is up. Now let us proceed to the oral questioning. So my question for you, Mr. Sumatra, is what is the proper way of taking the guest to each room? Now let us proceed to the feedbacking. Okay, Mr. Sumatra, based on your written exam, you have an excellent performance and you got a perfect score. And then on your demonstration, you are confident in performing your task, but you forgot to observe the safety precaution. Next time, Mr. Sumatra, if you are performing your demonstration, please observe safety precautions. On your oral questioning, you are not confident enough in answering the questions, but you are all correct. For that reason, I will be checking your progress chart for satisfactory completed this unit at competency, which is welcoming the guest and taking the guest to his or her room. And then I will be awarding you the certificate of achievement for satisfactory completed the unit of the competency. Alright, Mr. Sumatra, this is your certificate of achievement for satisfactorily completed the unit of competency. Congratulations. And Mr. Billian Sumatra, your next workstation is workstation number 3, which is you need to perform the checkout procedure. Good morning, trainees. Okay, trainees, I have here some forms for you to fill up and accomplish. One set is for you to post-test and another set is the training evaluation. First, I will administer you the post-test. In answering the post-test, please read the instructions carefully and then you need to fill up the important information. So if you are done, may I collect the post-test? And now, I will administer you the training evaluation. The primary purpose of this training evaluation is to identify areas for improvement. For that reason, please fill up what is outlined in the training evaluation honestly. Please answer the training evaluation honestly and please read the instructions carefully and then fill out the important information. If you are done, may I collect the training evaluation? Alright, trainees, I would like to congratulate everybody for having been completed all the unit of competencies required in this qualification, and you are qualified to undergo the national assessment. We'll be announcing when and where will be your national assessment. Please keep posted. Again, congratulations and good luck to everybody.